Hello, fellow followers. Welcome back to FanZcene. Greg here, and today I have for you, Blu-ray isn't going anywhere. Don't believe the headlines. All right, so I felt like I had to do this video about Blu-ray and it's supposedly its demise by Sony once again, because I already covered this story once last year. Last year, the story broke, and now it's making its rounds again, and people are starting to freak out. So I'm sure you probably have seen headlines like this that's saying Sony is shutting down their factories and no more Blu-rays will be produced. It's the end of the era. Is this the death knell for physical media? No, it is not. And I want to be clear on this. Please listen to this part of the video, please, because I'm going to throw up this as well. Sony is not stop making Blu-rays. They are going to stop producing and closing the factories over in Japan that make Blu-ray recordable disc and mini disc. Just those and a couple other that, like where you can record media. Yes, this is a bit of a downer for physical media, but it's not its death now. It's not going anywhere. It's just the stopping of Blu-ray recordable disc, mini disc, and some stuff like that. Sony is still making Blu-ray. They just signed a deal with Disney not too long ago where they will make Disney's Blu-ray movies to produce. If they sign that deal, why would they stop making Blu-rays? What this is the market. Nobody really buys the Blu-ray recordable disc anymore unless you're a pirate. And also maybe this could, like I've talked about here on my channel, is piracy is at an all-time high. They say, well, with streaming and everything, why was piracy is at an all-time high, man. As soon as that file hits digital, people download that, make Blu-rays of it, and sell them. So this, I feel like this is a way to counter the pirates or whatever. Anyways, but trust me, Blu-ray is not going anywhere. They're going to open up more Barnes and Noble stores with more books, more Blu-rays, DVDs. It's still very, very, very strong. It's sad. I mean, like, look at this graphic. This is the results of the Blu-rays, the 4Ks, and DVD sales at the end of January. I mean, 4K is doing well. Blu-ray is still doing well. DVD is outstandingly well. And also, I want you guys to know this is still almost a $2 billion industry. It's $1.5 billion physical media, Blu-rays, DVDs, 4Ks make. Right? That Sony is not going to stop making Blu-ray. This is essentially a non-issue, but I feel like I have to do this video again after already doing this last year because so many people are freaking out once again over this situation. Now, look, I'm a huge physical media collector. I collect physical media all the time, and I feel like I'm constantly saying this in every video, and I don't mean to keep repeating myself, but at this point in time, instead of freaking out over every time you hear the same story over and over that physical media is dead, physical media is dying, physical media is not dead, it is not dying. Instead of freaking out and all saying, well, we shouldn't want this, we shouldn't do this, here's a bright idea. Go buy your favorites on a Blu-ray. Go buy your favorites on a 4K. Go buy your favorites on a DVD because that's how they record these things, right? If you want physical media to stay around, you have to buy it. And I understand times are tough. I mean, the prices can be ridiculous, but you have to buy it if you want it to stick around. Instead of being that guy that's saying, well, this is it. Physical media is gone. Well, it's dead now. I wish I would have kept all my Blu-rays and bought all those Blu-rays. I don't know how this could have happened. Well, you know how it could not happen? Go buy. And as you can see, people are buying, and with the Netflix raising prices once again, and people are starting to get fed up with streaming. Yes, Netflix posted a big quarterly. They're doing big business, and so their bright idea was after all their subscribers is to raise prices. Netflix disgusts me. I absolutely cannot stand Netflix. It's a disgusting streaming service, and it's done so much damage to entertainment, and it just I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I love me a good physical copy of my favorite movies. I love buying a DVD. I love buying a Blu-ray. And instead of believing these fear-mongering headlines about physical media dead or dying or Blu-ray being stopped, please go out there and buy you a Blu-ray, a DVD, or 4K if you want to go 4K, but you don't have to go 4K if you don't. DVD and Blu-ray is fine for a lot. Go out and buy them. And that's the way you keep physical media alive. Buy your favorites on a physical copy. Stop falling for all these stories saying physical media is dead or is dying because physical media is not dead. It is not dying. It is very well. It's very well. I can't lie to say that there hasn't been some downward trends in physical media, but you know what? Physical media has started to level off. The sales are starting to get strong. It's still $1.5 billion industry. Just because recordable disc and mini disc and blank disc like that, blank disc, Blu-ray disc or stop being made doesn't mean physical media and Blu-ray's gone. That's the end of an era. And like I said, this is basically, to me, the way I see it is because I've covered this on my channel. I've covered the piracy. Is that piracy is an all-time high, and maybe with Sony doing this is something to do with that. I have no signs to point to that, but that's what it feels like to me, and that's I don't think people understand it because I've talked about it before. Like I really don't think people understand how much piracy is because I hear people on a daily basis, like I mentioned earlier, saying, "Well, with everything on streaming and digital, why pirate? Because you're dumb. You don't understand. They're studios, they've made their bed in this digital streaming era, and they can't back out of it because if they do, they will admit failure. And so this is what they're doing. And so as soon as that file hits, like I mentioned, people are downloading it, people are burning it to disk, and people buying physical copies of it. And in some cases, you can go on eBay, even on Amazon, and you can buy a brand new movie, a Blu-ray of it, and not even realize that it is an actual just a burnt Blu-ray on a blank disc. So maybe the stopping of those discs from Sony is a way to combat piracy. That's all. That's what I'm saying. But I don't know. I don't know what else to say in this video than I haven't said a million times. I do get tired of repeating myself constantly. It's just, you know what? You don't have to be a collector. Go out and buy your favorite movies on a physical copy, a Blu-ray, a DVD, 4K, a paperback book, a hardback book, a CD, a vinyl record. If you want this stuff to continue, instead of just saying, "Oh my God, physical media is dead or dying. How could we let this happen?" You have to buy it, and if you want it. And I'm not saying buy thousands and millions of things over and over and fill your house, with no room. I'm saying buy what you like. So that way, you always have it. You don't have to worry about if they decide to stop making this or that, or streaming services do this or that. You will have it with you, and you have a player and everything. That's just my thoughts and my opinions on this matter. I wanted to do this video once again because I get so tired of seeing these headlines of saying just like fear mongering. Blu-ray's not going anywhere. They're just stopping the making of recordable blank Blu-ray disc. Let me know your guys' thoughts and comments about this whole situation in the comment section down below. And if you liked what you saw here, maybe consider hitting that like button or subscribing, hitting that bell for notifications. That'd be awesome if you earn your guys' subscriptions, or possibly share that video out for everybody to see, or join and become a channel member because that would help out my channel immensely. Thank you and shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I thank you guys for all your support and for always being there for me. And to everybody watching, whether you liked me, hated me, or liked this video, or hated this video, I thank you for sticking this long. Wherever y'all are, please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Always support physical media. Always. Because it truly is the superior format. Godspeed.